Recorded live at the Mike and Mike Production Studios in Deltona, Florida. This is ACHP, the show where cigars, business, and life collide. Join your host, Mike Stepankevich, and me, Mike Palmer, as we bring you unfiltered takes on the cigar industry, insider stories, and a whole lot of laughs. And there's no boots here either. Sit back, light up, and enjoy the hustle.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial-free.
But a massive shout out to our amazing patrons on the Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to do unfiltered, unbiased opinions. All things cigars, personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real for
our listeners. Cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast. That one up.
All right, we're on our trending today. Just like Mikey said, and how you said it would happen, Michael, the TikTok is back.
And just like that.
Just like you said it would.
TikTok has returned. It's funny to me how quickly when it was abolished that you guys all ran out and sent me messages. Oh, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone.
It was gone.
Less than 13 hours, we were back on. That's all it took.
Yeah, well, our, what's that thing we use?
Our CapCut?
CapCut, that's still not back.
Okay, CapCut, so it's like a haha. Oh, well, haha, well, this is it. That wasn't what we were talking about, was it?
Well, we did mention that.
We were speaking specifically about it didn't change. You can't if you can't see the button, how you're going to block it?
I know it didn't change. I can see the buttons. There's one and two right here.
All right, I didn't know.
I'm letting you talk.
If you can't, I knew it was going to come back. I knew it was going to come back. It didn't take long at all. I can't believe that you guys bought into the gloom and doom.
13 hours is a long time.
It's not a long time.
It is in TikTok world.
Not even remotely close, buddy. Not even remotely close.
All the creators made their goodbye videos. All the big ones.
Yeah. And this is the end.
Right. They all played the same song.
And we're back.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, no. Sorry. Didn't happen.
All right. A giant statue of Trump has been commissioned by the Bitcoin boys from Canada.
Go back. So who do you think is going to buy TikTok? Let me ask you that.
Wait. This is the intro to the thing. Then we go over the stories.
Okay. You're right. I'm sorry.
It's exactly what he told me to do.
You're right.
Giant statue of Trump has been commissioned by the Bitcoin boys from Canada. It's supposed to look like it's made of gold and will end up at his Trump Presidential Library.
Okay.
Washington Commanders put the Lions back in the cage this weekend. Their hopes for the Super Bowl are over now.
Mm-hmm.
And as a final gift to the Democrats, Biden did some preemptive pardoning over the weekend. Not that these people broke any laws, but just in case.
Very interesting stuff.
Just in case.
Very interesting stuff going on.
All right, let's see. Then turning to the world of cigars, another public smoking ban in Florida has been proposed.
Okay.
Cayman Cigars is on the hire. They're hiring people.
The portal.
The portal. Yep, they're looking through the portal.
They're entering the portal.
HVC is making more bread for 2025.
Okay.
And let's see. McAuliffe Firecrackers are doing more than blowing up. They're blowing up cash.
Okay.
And then we have another editorial, this time on generational tobacco bans from our show, Chat GPT.
Okay.
And then you may want to join our Patreon show, Michael. You might want to be part of it.
And we're also going to cover the Half Wheel Top 25.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't have that in the notes for before we were
kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
Probably start in the cigar media with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on the Patreon show, we have an exclusive interview with the newest member of the portal.
Oh, we do. Someone has recently entered the portal.
Someone has entered the portal.
This is a thing that we got going on. So, as Q1 is kind of going through here, normally what happens in the cigar industry, you see a purge, a reshaping, a refueling the growth, if you will, for cigar companies across this nation. And what happens is they usually fire some people and hire some people and do all sorts of different changes. So we've seen a few people enter the portal early on, end of last year into this year, and we have another one that has entered the portal
as of today. We have an exclusive interview with this person.
Yes, indeed.
And then a new feature, we're doing the industry tool of the week. That is the person in the industry for the week that has been the biggest tool.
Mm-hmm.
We have that, and we have more questions from our Patreons and a very surprising cigar review this week.
Indeed. Indeed it is.
All this and more on an ACHP episode 371.
All right, let's get into it. So, The TikTok.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
No, the TikTok.
Oh, it would have been good if you said something while I was switching over.
I was just watching you. I was just lost in it.
There's so much going on over here.
So many buttons.
All right, TikTok restores service after going dark in USA. Credit, it was Trump.
Woo. Okay. Yeah. So, hey, listen. Here's the thing. Are you going to tell more about that story, or do you just want me to get into it? I mean, we kind of.
I have, a lot of
Yeah. Well,
words.
I don't really think we need to. It's just to kind of briefly surmise. It was going to go away, and then it came back, and it's a Christmas miracle. Hallelujah. Whatever. Right.
It went dead on Saturday night at midnight.
Right. And it came back when?
Did you try to use yours at all while it was dead?
No.
I kept, because I don't sleep anyway. So yeah. So first it would work a little, and then you realize that you have like stored stories. And then it starts to slow down, and then it sort of locks up, and then Sunday morning they were posting that message that they were sending.
And it's gone.
Due to the United States government saying that we were stealing your information, we are no longer allowed to, show you dances.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's all very entertaining to me. Here's the reality. There's too much money to be made at TikTok for it to just go away.
Well, the government didn't get a piece of that.
No,
other than in taxes.
I'm sure they're going to take care of the good old boys or whoever is going to, like they want it in the U.S. I don't begin to proclaim that I have this tremendous amount of knowledge about what is going on.
Right.
I just know that common sense is common sense, right? So as far as the money's concerned, it's not going to go away. It just doesn't. It's not going to get deleted. It gets moved to someone else. It's just that simple. Now, here's the real question. Who do you think is going to buy TikTok? Because I think I know who's going to be the person acquiring it.
Oh, well, it has been stated that in a social media post on Sunday, Trump asked tech companies to not let TikTok stay dark and reiterated his plan to issue a reprieve once he takes office. I will issue an executive order on Monday to extend the period of time before the law's prohibition takes place.
Right.
So the order will also confirm that there will be no liability for any company that helped TikTok from going dark before my order.
Okay. So who do you think?
I have no idea at this point. Because they keep throwing names out, but it's every time they do, they go, that's not true.
Okay, so you know who I think is going to get it?
Who?
Mr. Beast is going to get it.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. It's not going to be Elon. Elon's got too much going on, man.
Elon doesn't want it. He's got Twitter.
He's running X. He's got
X now.
The whole Department of Government Efficiency thing.
And he's got all the rockets and everything that he's launching.
The space shuttle.
He's got his cars.
Starlink. All these.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Starlink.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
So he's keeping. He can't. It's just not possible, right? So,
okay, if you think so.
I think that this is an opportunity for Mr. Beast, and I think that he's going to put the right investors together and
his team of billionaires, as he keeps saying.
If you listen to the Joe Rogan Mr. Beast interview,
right,
it's remarkable. The kid, I guess a kid because he's younger than me, but the guy he's amazing, man.
If he's a kid to you, make him a child to me.
He's a child to you. He's a kid to me. Yeah, he's. His principles, the way that he acts, the way that he operates, how he conducts himself. I'm a fan. I'm in.
I've been following him since he used to actually be in all the videos.
He's no longer in the videos?
He is, but back when he used to be like the main guy in the videos. Now he like pops in.
Well, he's got studios.
Well, he's got people now, right? He's got things to do. He's a very busy man. Very rich making TikTok videos, that guy is.
So yeah, I'm for I'd like to see Mr. Beast take that over. He would definitely make the platform better. So.
What was that group on MTV that made those stupid videos?
MTV group made stupid videos.
Oh
boy, how long ago you talking?
Bam Margera was one of them.
Oh, Jackass.
Jackass. It's like Jackass though is buying TikTok.
No.
He does videos where he like buries somebody alive and one of his buddies, and they have to stay underground for 24 or 36 hours.
Yeah, that's all. But that's
like Jackass stuff.
No. Jackass is
just with better tech.
No, Jackass is like, hey, I wonder how hard you are going to take this of me hitting you in the nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Skateboard.
He just says better tech because he buries a guy in the ground, but he has a camera on him, and they can drop food through the little tube, or they drop roaches through the little tube or something.
He's a little more PG, buddy. Yeah.
All right.
There are no nut shots. You're not shaving someone's head when they're sleeping.
I bet he started making those in the beginning.
He started when he was 11, so I don't think that was.
He's sitting around with his buddies going, you know what, we could hit each other in the nuts and be famous.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case.
And then eventually I'm going to make my own chocolate bar. He has his own chocolate.
Yes, he does. I've eaten it.
Oh, is it any good?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I haven't had one.
All right, let's go next topic.
All right, oops, wrong button. An Ohio artist has created a 15-foot tall bronze statue of Donald Trump that will travel the country before it will be permanently placed in a future Trump Presidential Library parking lot.
This is absolutely hilarious. Have you seen the image of this thing?
I've seen the statue. It's very shiny.
It's gigantic.
The statue shows off the moment Trump pumped his fist in the air after an assassination attempt at a rally in Butler, PA on July 13th. How iconic is that going to be now?
It's definitely iconic.
I mean, it already is, but now they're making a statue. But they made him look a little better in the statue than he does really in real life. Like they toned down the turkey gobbler on his neck. He's a little bit thinner. And how cool would it have been if they put the notch in his ear where the bullet went through?
Right.
That would have been cool.
Slight little sting.
Think a little.
Well, you know, that image I think is also part of his cryptocurrency. And
He's coming out with a coin. Him and his wife.
He already came out with his crypto.
Well, there was two articles today. One, she was actually trending, but his had come out before.
His is already out.
Is he doing a new one?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think he's doing a presidential one. Is that illegal? Isn't that one of those things you're not allowed to do?
I have no idea.
I don't know. He's just pardoned himself. Oh, and wait, there's a new law now that the president can't. What? The president can't
pardon themselves?
No, he can't be found guilty of crimes he commits while he's president, or something like that, or something.
Who created that law? When did that come out?
I'm sure it's
Are you sure about that?
Maybe that's something he said he's going to do. I don't remember.
Where I will be able to pardon myself.
No, I cannot be tried for any crimes I commit while I'm president.
There will be...
Wait, he did that his first term. That's why he didn't get in trouble for supposedly the money thing.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I don't think that's true.
I could be making this up.
I think you're making all of that true.
I remember reading something.
You read it once?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Is it here?
It's here.
All right, we need to take a break. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back.
And you're back. And I'm back too. The Patriot statue was unveiled at the Capital One Arena, Washington, D.C., just ahead of the Make America Great Again victory rally. Cotrill is also known for his Thomas Edison statue, which stands at the U.S. Capitol. Oh, the guy that made the Thomas Edison statue.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Oh, he did that too.
In the rotunda thing.
Got it.
Yeah, he made that. U.S. Capitol representing Ohio in 2016. According to the source, Trump is expected to be with the statue during the inauguration.
So it's there now.
It's there now somewhere.
I totally messed this up. It's all right. Keep going.
That's all of that story.
And that's it. So there's a big Trump statue that's going to run around the world. Run around the U.S.
Yeah, not the world.
No.
The whole U.S.
And you're excited about this?
No, yes? I thought you were excited about this. I've already seen it now. I saw a picture.
I thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious, and they're going to polish it, make it look like it's made out of gold.
And it was funded by like crypto brothers.
Three crypto brothers in Canada.
Oh,
Canadians love Trump.
Yeah. It's funded by Canadians.
Canadian Bitcoin.
Oh,
2 O's. He's trying to make up for his lost time.
I'm trying to get them all in.
So
Yeah.
it's gold, like a gold member.
Well, it's painted gold and polished.
Oh, it's just
it's
flake.
it's aluminum.
Gold flake.
It's plated.
Oh, not really gold.
No. That would be way heavy and expensive. I've emptied out Fort Knox to make my statue. Executive Order number 2.
Maybe it has a QR code on it so you can buy your crypto
so
from him.
Oh, maybe. It's hotter over here than it was over there.
Straight to
Is it the
Dogecoin.
lights?
No, it's just heat.
Oh, yeah. Melania coin, they're calling.
You think that's going to happen?
It's trending. It happened today.
Melania coin happened today?
Yes.
Oh, I should have bought it.
Yes, you know.
Nobody told me.
Well, he had his coin. I'm sure she wanted her coin.
Could have rode that wave up.
Tua girl has coin. Why I have no coin?
I would have sold it instantly. Up and down.
Bought it and sold it?
Yeah.
Oh, today's going to probably be the high day. You're right.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's only good for like a day or two.
You didn't start the timer.
No, I did not. I didn't know which remote it was. I tried.
There's only one.
Oh, yeah. What's that right next to it?
You did that one on the Patreon.
Yeah.
It was the fan.
I didn't realize that was the timer. Don't worry. We're going to go over our hour here anyways. It should be easy.
All right, the Washington Commanders feel-good story will continue for another week after Dan Quinn's team upset the Detroit Lions at Ford Field 45-31.
Yeah.
To book their spot in the NFC Championship game. Because now if you lose, you're out. There's not,
It's
no
yes,
thing
that's
anymore.
exactly correct.
Right. Is there a date when that rule stops going, or is it just when it gets to be like only 4 people?
It's called the playoffs.
Oh.
When you get into the playoffs,
The rules no longer apply.
you win and you
No
advance.
rules.
You lose, you're done.
So harsh.
Yeah. So what's
You've got like a buffet over there. Look at that.
I know I got so many options. I have 3 different liquids here.
And I have none.
You got that?
Oh, I have this one.
So yeah, the Commanders. So we went to the Bucks Commanders game, obviously, and that was sad because they lost.
They lost.
But
Yeah.
I will tell you this: for the most part, the Commanders fans,
Yes.
they're very nice.
If you yell Redskins, do people get mad now?
I don't think so. They're just happy to be there. They haven't been,
Relevant.
yeah, they haven't been relevant.
Yeah, the Indians are off the helmet now, right?
Indians, it's just a big W.
Oh, for Washington.
Yeah,
It's like, Commander doesn't start with a W.
it's a little crazy. It's a little stupid.
That was my brother's favorite team growing up. I mean, I'm sure it still is.
Yeah.
But that was always so I'm used to seeing it at least.
So I'm kind of like, okay, if I'm gonna root, they destroyed Detroit, so that was who I wanted
Put
to
the
win.
Lions in the cage, as they said.
They put the Lions. Terry McLaurin.
Clever.
I don't know how you don't cover Terry McLaurin.
I know, really?
Yeah,
I don't either.
Boots, help me
Yeah.
here,
He's the best receiver on Washington's team.
dude. Yeah, and he's
Oh, yeah, Boots is back.
What's interesting
Hola.
is they've kind of established that RPO. They've developed that with a run pass option,
Say RP.
or or they like to do the Lamar Jackson where he pulls the ball to the running back and then he decides if he's gonna give the ball to the running back or keep it himself and run. So
Yeah.
that was amazing. I don't know if any of that was on camera.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you do it again?
Well,
like
you
this?
have to do the
Like
top.
this? Or he runs,
Well, no, then you can fake
he
the hand.
fakes it off,
He
and
takes
just keeps it, and
run.
there you go. Thank you
There
very
you go.
much.
Oh.
So, it should be interesting to see how they go, because I'd like to see them win.
The Commanders?
Yeah, at this point, I'd like to see them win.
So who's it down to now? Who all got eliminated this weekend?
Buffalo has to play Kansas City.
Okay. Oh, the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'd like to see Buffalo just destroy them.
You don't like the Chiefs?
No.
No.
Is it because my wife likes the Chiefs? Is that
No,
why-
it's just because they're not a good team. It's hard to
Oh,
look
apparently they are. They keep winning.
at. It's not even. They're not fun to watch. A good example, which you still wouldn't understand, is the San Antonio Spurs.
Right?
They were not a fun team to watch, right, Boots?
No, they were not.
But they won several championships. It's
They're
like,
systematic.
okay, and that's exactly what you're seeing with Kansas City. It's-
That's basketball, right? It's San Antonio Spurs.
yeah,
basketball? When we were talking football, I was thinking, I go, pretty sure
Well,
it's a basketball team.
it's a great comparable as far as
I understand
league.
I understand the comparison.
So
Right.
there's nothing.
Just,
Patrick Mahomes didn't make Pro Bowl. There's no.
why didn't he?
Because he's not that good.
Then how do they keep winning?
He's-
I'm not saying they're not good or not. I don't know anything about football. I don't watch it.
Statistically, he produces enough, right?
Oh,
And coaching wise, they do a good job.
okay.
And then the refs help them tremendously.
Do they really?
Yes, I think the refs.
Uh,
Boots, do you think the refs help?
I've
them?
heard that. Yeah, I
You
saw
guys
that.
keep going. I'll chime in after I
I
hear
saw
both
that
your
on social
comments.
media. People always say that kind of stuff, but they used to say the same thing about Brady and the Patriots.
Oh,
They make
no,
some questionable calls for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, some
Is
of
it questionable because they win?
No, it's just like they give them roughing the passer calls that.
They give them calls that dictate the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
It's
even.
a tide turner.
They don't deflate the balls, though.
Oh,
You mean science doesn't deflate the balls?
No, the team doesn't deflate the balls on purpose so that it's easier to catch.
When it's cold out, there's less.
just
PSI
saying,
in
just
the
saying,
balls.
Michael, what everybody says.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd much rather be.
I've never seen their balls.
I'd much rather be.
Oh,
I'd much rather be
please
accused
cut
of
that out.
cheating than having the refs be in on it with me.
Isn't
That's
that
a bigger.
Isn't
That's
that
a bigger
cheating?
problem.
It's a bigger cheat.
Yeah, it's a way bigger than the team just cheating by themselves, allegedly.
I've heard. Now I'm just devil's advocate because I don't know anything about sports at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard people say that when Brady was playing, that the Patriots got favorable calls from the refs too. They always say that about whoever.
hey,
wins.
if you're not cheating, you ain't trying.
There you
That's
go.
what they say. No, listen. At least the Patriots.
From the guy
were
that
fun.
showed up late today.
At least the Patriots were fun to watch.
It's because you're a Patriot fan.
Yeah, Kansas City is not really fun to watch.
Well, I bet
I'm
if
not-
you're a Kansas City fan, it is.
I'm not a Commanders fan, but they were fun to watch the past two games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With no cheating.
And so if I'm
But they have an identity problem. They can't cheat.
so who do the Commanders have to play?
I thought. Wait. I thought
The
that
Bills.
No,
I'm
the
sorry.
Bills are playing the Chiefs, but that's AFC. And the Eagles. They got to play the Eagles.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, because Eagles won.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to see the Eagles win. And
So Eagles, Commanders, Bills, and who?
Chiefs.
still Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs. Okay.
Yeah.
So whoever wins against the Bills and the Chiefs plays whoever wins against.
Super Bowl.
So we're like
this
really
is in the
close
Super
now.
Bowl.
This is it. AFC and
Okay,
NFC
good.
championships.
Did you hear what network it's going to be on? Have we talked about this?
No.
It's going to be on Tubi.
What?
Tubi's carrying the Super Bowl this year.
Everybody's carrying the Super Bowl. It's not just on.
Well,
TV.
it's streaming on Tubi.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be in addition to.
Oh, I don't know, because like Alex was here this weekend, so he went to Chiefs. So there's only certain channels that the Chief was on, that the Chiefs were on.
Well, that's probably in
Streaming
this
service.
area because
Well, streaming
It's
there
not
was
a
only
network.
one, but then he went to watch the Commanders game, and that was on a different one. So I said, well, if you have $750, we can get all these different streaming services. You can watch all the games all weekend. Every streaming service carried a different game.
Right. This
So-
weekend,
Yeah,
there's only 4 games.
so that's 4 streaming.
If you had the NFL ticket with YouTube TV, you had all 4 games.
Yeah, but we don't watch that enough. He had ESPN something where he could watch it or something. I don't know. But Tubi is owned by Fox, so Fox has the Super Bowl. Fox is putting it on Tubi
As well.
for streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
They're just
Tubi
trying to-
is free,
right.
but now they charge more for the commercials.
Makes sense.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Man,
Something in your nose?
dude, you do it so fast.
just watch the thing. I had an itchy nose.
You can watch it.
went
Yeah,
right
watch the
to-
second screen.
Yeah.
Is it
Like,
Netflix that
don't
has?
turn it on right now. See,
Netflix has a level where they show commercials. Does Netflix have that too?
I think so.
They make more money on the lower tier because of the commercials than they do on the upper tier where they charge you more.
That makes sense.
So they want more people to do the cheap one than do the other one.
So they're going to charge more for the more expensive one.
Probably.
That would make sense. Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Biden did a going away present for the Democrats, Michael.
This is very interesting.
It is. It's the first time this has ever happened.
What did he get them all? Yukons?
No. He
Scooters.
did some preemptive pardons.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's something in his eye, and I can see it, and it's driving me crazy.
Something in your eye.
For Miley? Who is that?
Milley?
Milley?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay. Fauci.
that's
we all
his
know.
cousin.
We all know Fauci. No, these are all people that are tied into some type of medical.
Oh, it's his doctor.
Fauci's not his doctor. He doesn't know who his doctor
Michael
is
Jackson's
right now. Anyway, Milley, Fauci, and the January 6th committee members have all been preemptive pardons. Now they're saying, not that they broke any laws,
Right.
but in case Trump says they did break laws, that nope, they're fine.
Oh, he gave him
Yeah.
a Monopoly get out of jail free card.
Right. President Joe Biden on Monday issued preemptive pardons for General Mark Milley. Oh, he's a general. Dr. Anthony Fauci and members of the Congress who served on the committee to investigate the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. Oh, it's these people. Using an extraordinary executive prerogative as a shield against revenge by his incoming successor, Donald Trump, the pardons coming in at the final hours of Biden's presidency amounts to a stunning flex. Presidential power that is unprecedented in recent presidential history.
You may have just sharded there.
No, I didn't. I didn't really flex.
Terrence is
I
going to be
just made
so
the noise.
jealous.
It has nothing to do. I reserve the right to say that had nothing to do with Argonosa cigars.
Okay.
Serve to protect several outspoken critics of the incoming president, including former Republican Representative Liz Cheney, whom Trump has vowed retribution against.
Dun, dun, dun.
I will get her.
Oh,
It's like the statue.
That's the fight.
That's the fight.
this is a perfect clip, right?
These are exceptional circumstances, and I cannot in good conscience do nothing. Biden wrote in a statement saying he has to write stuff. He doesn't talk no more.
Right.
No, let him talk no more.
Yes. No, somebody else has to write it for
Mommy
Well,
says I have to say these people are good people because they're no longer bad people no more. They're not bad people.
Okay.
Before he was set to welcome Trump to the White House for tea. Oh, he had tea with Trump.
Nice.
I'd like to have tea with Trump.
I bet you would.
That sounds fun.
Hurry up.
Before attending his swear-it-in, baseless and politically motivated investigations wreak havoc on the lives,
Oh, my
safety,
God.
and final security of target individuals and their families.
You make fun of his reading.
Biden had... It's not a word I read every day, Michael.
Wreak havoc.
I can't see. I thought it said weak. There's a small R.
Weak. Is it small R?
Maybe it was wreck.
Small R.
W small R E A K.
Yes.
Okay.
The recipients of Biden's pardons have all faced intense criticism from Trump and his allies. Fauci serves as director of the National Institute of Allergy and infectious disease for decades, including during the outbreak of COVID in Trump's first presidency. And Milley served as a chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff during Trump's first term and has warned Trump is a fascist.
Okay, so what do you think about the pardons? Let me ask you. What do you think about it?
I think the whole pardon thing's kind of funky anyway. I mean,
It's horseshit.
they all pardon their friends and their allies and somebody who donated money to them or their children.
Right,
So, like Boot said, it's a get out of jail free card.
right.
These people aren't even in trouble yet.
Yeah. What
Maybe
about...
that should be where the line is. You
Right.
cannot pardon someone who has not done something yet.
What was kind of bad though is like you go, "Hey, I'm gonna pardon these guys, and they haven't done anything yet." But and then the camera goes, "What do you mean they haven't done anything?" And kind of looks at them like,
Well, now
"Should we look into them?"
doesn't matter. I got a preemptive pardon. I'm gonna go shoot somebody.
Right.
Oh.
Well, here's what I think.
Worse than his son, who's been pardoned for things he might have done years ago.
Right. Just 10 years blanketing stuff.
Just a little bump,
And
bro.
it should be you can only pardon somebody for the 4 years that you were in office.
Right.
Oh yeah, you don't want it to
okay.
be extended.
Yeah, like his son goes back 20 years. In case he did something back when he
10.
was 7.
It's 10 years, yeah.
Well, whatever it was. In case he did something when he was 7, he's okay too.
Here's what I think.
The gumball he stole.
If you're going to give a pardon to a guy like Fauci, what you're doing is you're saying one of two things,
Right.
in my opinion. You're saying one of two things. Number one is what he did was illegal.
Something he did.
Illegal.
Right.
Illegal.
And it was this whole massive outcry, which I honestly don't think that that's true. But a lot of people do think that that's true.
Sure.
Right? Or number two, you're saying that the person in power has the ability to manipulate the judicial system
Well, yeah.
and put somebody under fire. Right?
Sure they do.
So both of those things aren't good.
No,
right?
they're not right.
Yeah. So
But, I mean, if not you specifically, but if a person thinks that the president does not have any power over the judicial system to get something done he wanted done, you're being a little naive.
right. But this really kind of confirms the fact that, hey, if I want to throw some indictments or some things at someone,
Right.
we can make some accusations, we can draw up some stuff, and we can have them arrested and all of these
Sure.
things. That's pretty much, to me, how I interpreted that pardon. If you're going to pardon Fauci,
Right.
you're pretty much stating either A, he did something illegal, or B, the person that's going to be in power has the ability to make it look like he did something illegal and we could put him in jail. And both of those things are not okay,
No,
right?
but both of those things happen.
That's a problem.
Right. Well, and Trump is kind of a unique individual also. He sort of holds a grudge for a while, that we haven't really seen a president do in the past. Normally after, the president sort of just goes away after he becomes president.
And he just lets bygones be bygones?
I've never seen anybody preemptively pardon people because they're afraid the incoming president is going to do something to one of his buddies.
I mean, to be honest, I think the other way, because a lot of the people that are working with Trump have said a lot of hard, hideous things about him, and,
Sure.
they're currently working with him. So I don't think that he holds that grudge in that scenario.
I mean, this one guy, the general, has been pardoned because he said he's a fascist. That's the only thing, and they're afraid Trump's going to do something to him.
Right.
So
That's crazy.
it may be not that, like you said, that he did something,
Right.
but it's that they might say he did something.
That's insane, man. That's completely insane. And, it's one of many problems that we have in this government that need to be straightened out.
And the aliens.
Aliens, blanketing pardons, the ability to convict somebody
Right.
and yield judicial power without any real cause.
You know what I'd like to know?
Yeah.
Camera? I would like to know who shot JFK. Once and for all, let's just put that to bed.
Bobby might get on, who
Wasn't
knows?
there-
Bobby's
I thought-
there.
I thought there was a video about that.
Bobby,
There was a video, there's a movie, there was an investigation. We still don't know.
look, man, he's there. He's in the cabinet. If he really wants to go for it, I'm sure that he could
Well,
dig that out.
they know.
I don't think, you think Bobby knows?
Oh, I know, but he will when he gets there.
The guy that shot him is probably dead by now.
Well, probably, but
The
who,
guy
though?
that shot him. The guy that shot him is dead. He was.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Allegedly.
They said allegedly he did it because the way he shot that rifle with the single action bolt was really, really fast.
Who knows? Maybe he's.
And they
really,
lost
really
one of the
good.
bullets, so they can't see if they all match, and
Oh,
all sorts of stuff going on.
crazy.
Right? They could do whatever they want to the government.
It's crazy.
They could come in here and take one of us, and then the other two have to pretend like we never knew you were here.
We just got to let him go.
Hopefully.
You think they take boots?
He's closest to the door.
Wow.
He's dressed as a longshoreman when he got here today, so maybe he's hiding.
Sometimes he shows up. Sometimes he doesn't.
Right?
Yeah. We wouldn't even know. We would just think that he
takes
was,
things to the dump all the time.
Yeah. Maybe he goes to the dump.
Well, I've seen him take things to the dump.
To the dump and stays. To the
Well,
dump
the
dump.
stuff. Oh, he goes,
He's just
and
gone.
just the dump trailer comes back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back. We don't know what happened. There it is.
Crazy. Okay.
Crazy. Oh.
Next.
That is the
Senor.
last trending story.
Okay.
I had one for him, but I didn't put it all together because
We didn't know he was going to be
didn't
here.
know he was going to be here or not.
But it is Martin Luther King Day, right?
It is
Boots?
Martin Luther King Day. Boots,
It
if you want
is.
to tell people about that.
It's a great day. It's huge.
What does Martin Luther King Day mean to you as we stare at Palmer's
It's
camera while I'm speaking?
Day of Liberation.
They have what?
It's a day of liberation.
Day of Liberation.
For you?
No, everybody.
For everybody. Everybody's day of liberation.
At least didn't say no.
They did it during the inauguration.
They did what?
One of the
They liberated?
one of the pastors up there did the speech. The Dr.
Marlon?
Dr. Martin Luther King speech.
So what you're telling me is the reason why you're late is because you were watching the inauguration.
It was on at 11:30.
He was participating in the whatever he just said they do. I don't remember what he said.
In the liberation?
In the
speech.
Liberation.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
It's supposed to be a day of service. You're supposed to volunteer your time and energy doing service for your community or for others today.
nice. What'd you do?
I did your job over there.
That was a yeah. that was
Community
a good-
service over here.
Community
Big
service
community
over there.
service.
Big community service.
Well, that's weird. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I did research to give you stories.
He likes to help you.
So that was what it was all about.
There he is, he's helping you.
And I had it on a first grade reading level, so you had no problem.
He did. It was very 3-letter words. A lot of 3-letter words.
I don't
Yes, a
like
lot of-
Palmer's camera anymore.
I am
And I like
MLK.
MLK Day.
Happy.
Happy. Sad he shot.
Good man.
Good man. Gave speech.
Need more good men.
Gave talkie.
All right. So, hey, let's get into cigar news.
Cigar news. Hit the news button over there.
Is there cigar?
There's a
Yes,
lot
there's
of cigar
cigar news.
news.
A lot of cigar news. Oh, you want to do the other thing now?
The Half Wheel Top 25, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're
well,
gonna
I'll get it
we're gonna
over.
review this list really quickly. We're gonna talk about things briefly.
Welcome to AC.
Oh my God.
Because it's only. Can I have my camera, please? Camera?
It's on your camera.
Oh, sorry. It's only important if we talk about it. That's what Coop said.
Oh. Are you ready?
Yes.
Welcome to ACHP News, your source for the latest updates in the cigar world and beyond. Here is our anchor, trusted cigar media personality Mike Palmer, bringing you the stories that matter.
The consensus is now up too. If you want to do that one.
No, let's talk briefly about the top 25. I want to kind of run through the list relatively quickly and say, hey, have we smoked it? Will we smoke it? Do we feel like it does?
Just like we do the other one.
Yeah.
Just quickly.
Okay, the eligibility for them, because everybody's different. For them, there's only two things it has to be. It has to be shipped to stores in 2023 or 2024, and the cigar must get a regular review during 24 or a reviewed.
Redux?
No, REVJEWED during Holy Grail Week 2025.
It must have been reviewed, but they just mistyped it.
Yeah.
Could be.
Rev Jude. Well, in the consensus, they had the La Verana for the image instead of the Maestranza.
I got you. Well, it's live. So, they're doing the best they can.
Yeah. And I got to give them credit, man. But I'll get into that in a little bit after we go through these top 25.
All right, number 25.
Yes?
The Viaje Skull and Bones Czar Bomba Camo Blue.
Yes.
I've never had it before.
Yeah. Have you had this one, Boots?
No, I don't think that one's been here.
Blue camo. No, we don't carry it here.
When it comes to Viaje, we do carry it. It comes in a few boxes at a time, and generally, I try and sell them before they.
That's right. They
arrive.
go in and out fast. They never hit the
Yeah,
shelf.
sometimes, but there's one coming up. This vampire or something.
Vampire
something.
Dust.
Yeah,
Sell that story.
I haven't reached out to a lot of people with that. So I don't know if that might be available.
Oh.
So Viaje can really be a hit or miss brand.
Right.
There are some cigars that are absolutely stellar and then some that are just complete flops. They have a lot of undisclosed information as far as where they produce their cigars and all this other stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why so secretive?
I don't know. Maybe they just can't be bothered.
Maybe they don't know.
Maybe they don't care.
That could be too.
Yeah.
Tastes good, so throw it out. I mean, sell it out. Not
Sell
throw
it.
out.
Sell.
All right, number 24. The La Llorona.
Yeah.
Is that how you say that? La Llorona?
Sure.
2 L's. Corona. By Advent and McKay Cigar Company. Not familiar with the brand at all.
Me neither.
It's a band with a pirate skull on it.
Ooh.
By Advent?
No, ADV and McKay. It's not Advent Ventura, unless there was Advent McKay. ADV.
ADV?
And McKay.
That could be, is it Dominican?
Founded in 2016 as a collaboration between Henderson Ventura of Tabacalera, William Ventura, and Marcel Noble, a Swiss sommelier.
Oh.
And coffee producer. Sommelier, not Sauvignon. Sommelier. I
haven't had that one.
Haven't had that one either.
No.
But I'm interested to try it, that's for sure.
Yeah, that one actually looks interesting. The sommelier is a coffee guy, too, so maybe it's got a little, something goes there. All right, Benventura Flavoritos 56 Natural.
This is 23?
Yes, it's number 23.
Okay.
Nope, haven't had it.
Trying to see who it is. It's a $100 cigar.
Ooh.
Definitely haven't had it.
And not having that.
We're not trying that one. All right, go ahead, moving on.
Next.
22.
No, hold on. Got to go back here. A lot of pushing buttons on this thing. Padron Black PB97 Maduro.
Okay.
Yes.
That I think I've had that one, didn't we?
Good cigar.
We've
had
It's a
it.
good cigar.
Yep.
Yes. All right, number 21, Knuckle Sandwich 56.
Oh,
from our
look at
friends
that.
over at Espinosa Cigars.
After the birthday of Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri is now 53.
See? That's kind of funny, right?
Why is it funny?
It made that list.
Oh.
Espinosa made that list. Knuckle Sandwich made that list.
Yes.
Right? So when the question always becomes is who's more relative in the industry, it's going to be Half Wheel.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, certainly.
But this is just one point of many. And not to mention the fact that they mentioned 2 other cigars that I've never heard of. So they're doing,
Right.
when it comes to the research, the data, all the hard work.
Oh, no, you've heard of the Viaje blue thing. Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to the research, the data, all the hard work, Half Wheel is bar none.
No offense to anybody else who does these. They seem more legit for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Because they smoke cigars?
They do.
All the shows smoke cigars.
They do a ton of work.
Yeah.
I'll get into, when you're done, I'm going to get into some of the things that really impressed me because I watched the live of the release that they did with these top 25, and I thought it was outstanding.
It was a good show. They need to work on the lighting just a little bit, but other than that.
Okay, now we're just.
Yeah, now you're picking.
Now we're picking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're in the in the industry.
Nobody said they had the best looking show. We had the best looking show. Nobody said they had the best.
I have been told we sound and look the best. We might not have the best content, and
We have the greatest content.
and we're idiots most of the time. But we look and sound better than anybody else. So.
I think we have the best content.
Yeah, ours is unfiltered.
Yeah, we have.
Unfiltered.
We have by far the best content.
I didn't say we didn't. I just said nobody actually says that, but they do say we look and sound right. All right, number 20. Pawastana?
Wow.
Pawastana?
Wow.
Postania, Connecticut, Corona Gorda Justice, number 20.
Delicious, smoked plenty.
Did you tell him he's made all these lists again this year?
I did not. I have not shared that with him. But
if your wife is watching, there should be some sort of party, I would imagine, thrown together for the good man.
So we had a number 20 last year with them, with the War Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And here we are again.
Number 20.
Yeah.
With a different cigar, though.
With a different cigar.
But last year we had 2 on the list, I believe.
Did we? Yeah, maybe this.
Yeah, because this one made the list, but I think it was lower last year.
And then the Connecticut was number 15 or something like that.
So 2 years in a row.
Connecticut's been on there 2 years in a row.
Perfect.
Number 19. This explains why you couldn't see the band. 601 La Bamba Warhead X.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, we're sandwiched between. Oh, no, this is the one we're sandwiched between the Espinosas.
Yeah. Warhead X. The Warhead 10, it's a great cigar.
Delicious.
Great packaging. The whole, yeah.
Yes, they won the packaging award also.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's what I'm trying to say. Like we're into number 20, right?
19.
Okay.
No, you're talking about Pistani.
All right, so wait. So
weird number.
At 21 or 22. What was 22?
22 was the black Padron.
Okay.
Black.
So we're at 22 and we said yes. 21 we said yes.
Yes.
20 we said yes.
Said hell yes.
19 we said yes.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? Okay, keep going.
We're not leaving.
Number 18, Warfighter Night Shift.
Okay, question mark. Right?
It looks interesting. It's got a Candela cap.
So
Who's it by?
Warfighter.
That can't be.
the name of the
who
brand
makes
is
it,
War-
though.
Name of the brand is Warfighter.
I bet you it's good. I've never had it. And you know what? I've never, ever really acknowledged this brand. But now that it's made this list, I'm like, oh,
You
shit.
want to try and smoke it?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the first time they've ever made the list.
Yeah, like, oh, maybe they did something
I've
good
had
here.
some of their other stuff.
Yeah. And you're like,
Well, I like their advertising and stuff. 2 years ago at the trade show, they had the big poster, the big banner thing up that said something like, not only men who wear suits smoke cigars or something. It was a picture of a construction worker, a fireman, a cop, and something else.
okay.
Number 17, our friends over at Crux Epicure Habano Toro.
Okay.
Smoked it.
We've had this. I mean,
Yeah. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Obviously, they were impressed with the blend this year.
Yep.
So these aren't cigars that just came out this year. These are cigars they smoked this year.
Well,
That's what it said to
they
qualify.
said it had to be in stores between 23 and 24.
Right.
Right. Okay. Number 16, Diaz de Gloria Brazilian Toro by AJ Fernandez.
Okay. This one interests me.
The green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had it, and I bet you it's really good.
I've smoked.
Yeah.
It is good.
So there you go. All right, keep going. Because we're tight on time.
I just flip it back and forth as fast as I can, Michael.
All right.
Davidoff Winston Churchill, the late Our Petite Penatella.
Yeah, the little one.
The little.
I have not smoked.
I haven't smoked this either.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a Dominican cigar.
Yep.
Number 14, Adventura Blue-Eyed Jack's Revenge Robusto.
Okay, so here Henderson hits the mark, right? Which is
It was
interesting.
one of his own, not the collaboration now.
Yeah, because, the only up-and-comer I have seen successful in the past couple of years has been Henderson as far as Dominican cigars. And here he is on the list. Big,
It's a good cigar.
Okay.
This one's also a collaboration with somebody Swiss. Must like Swiss. Number 13, AJ Fernandez 20th Anniversary Toro. I have not had the anniversary.
Okay. I bet it's going to be good.
Yeah. Number 12, Cro-Mag Knuckle Dragger. 2024 version.
Right, this is the Pennsylvania
PA.
Broadleaf.
Yes.
Of course, it's great.
And
Yeah, it's good.
it's a knockout
very
for
good.
sure.
Number 11, Plasencia Conseca 151 La Musica.
Yep,
That's a good one.
Their
I've had it.
consechas for me, I think, are really good.
I've had that one.
Makes sense that it's on the list.
Yeah.
Number 10, Davidoff Grand Cru Diademas Venus Limited Edition Collection.
Okay.
Very long.
Nope. Haven't
I haven't
smoked
had
it.
either. I haven't
No.
had that either, no. Well, when Michael Hercloth comes, you like to break some. That'd be fine. Las Calaveras Edición Limitada 2024 LC52.
This was kind of surprising to me. It hit higher than I thought it would hit, but it's nice to see the Crown Heads made the list.
It is their most popular limited release.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Back and forth, back and forth.
I think my favorite for them is probably the La Patisser,
The La Patisser.
The La Patisser.
or however you say it.
Oh.
La Patissier?
That's what I say when I have to go
Yeah.
to the bathroom.
Yeah, he's like,
Honey,
"Let's take
where's the La Patisser?
Yeah, I'll take a La Patisser.
Wow.
Leroy Neiman's 2023 Collector's Edition. I've
Haven't smoked it.
haven't smoked it.
That I don't know.
It's got a band that covers the entire cigar but the cap.
We don't want you to see these.
All right. There's a few
Wrappers.
of these that I'd like to try.
Number 7, Monstranza Ciudadela Catalonia.
Of course.
Yeah.
Another good cigar.
So another Roma Craft cigar hits the mark.
Number 7.
Okay, so far we got 3 cigars that are made out of the Nica Sueño factory.
Yes.
2 of them Nica Sueño in this top 25 list.
Yes.
You know, I thought it was very nice. Skip posted our number 20 thing on his social media. I mean, I understand he made the cigar, but I haven't seen AJ post somebody else's cigar that AJ makes.
No, that's a good point.
He'd be posting everything all day, Jay.
Not ours.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't make
Avo Expressions Limited Edition 2024.
Okay.
This is the gray banded one.
All right, next.
No. That's
Number 5. Number 4, Plasencia Almafuerte Colorado Claro Robusto 2.
Okay.
good.
That's a good start. That one's okay. Number 3, Sin Camarmizo Selection number 4.
Yeah. You figured Dunbarton is going to be somewhere in the top
Somewhere
5.
in there. Number 2, Quesada 50th Anniversary Toro Prensado.
That was interesting for me.
Yeah, I don't.
You know, I'm curious about that cigar. If it pelted that high,
Right.
you know.
2017, Quesada made number 1 on the top 25.
Right.
It was a barber pole.
And then number 1.
And then number 1, Cigar of the Year, Kraft Marquette La Monstranza.
Oh,
The one with the little ribbon on the bottom.
Yeah.
delicious.
Another Roma. So
Yes.
Roma's got 3 spots in
Yes.
this
So,
entire
yeah.
thing. And their factory's got 4.
Right.
I mean, rightfully so. Oh, we're going to have a guest.
Legally, the skip.
Skip.
Live on the phone, Skip Martin from Roma Craft Tobacco.
What's up,
Yeah.
brother? You're on the podcast, man. How are you?
Good, man. Good.
Hey, I just
I'm
want.
up bright and early watching the.
Yeah. What are you watching?
Patreon. He was up bright and early watching the Patreon.
Oh,
Yes.
you're watching the Patreon? Hello?
Watching. What is that sound in the background?
What sound?
We're not even talking
There's-
when you're talking.
there's-
It sounded like I heard...
Talking. Is that you?
I think it was my TikTok, I guess.
Oh yeah, it must have been your TikTok.
Oh, are you dancing? Did we interrupt?
No, I'm up bright and early watching the peaceful transfer of power by the greatest nation in the world.
Oh, he's watching the inauguration.
Absolutely, man. It's very exciting. Hey, congratulations on hitting number 1 on Half Wheels Top 25. I think that's long overdue. You guys you've always worked your ass off, and you guys continue to get better and better every year. I just wanted to check in with you and see how you were feeling about that, because I saw you had some posts and they were entertaining, and now you're getting blocked, which I think is funny. But yeah, so how's it feel to be number 1?
Garofalo tried to explain to me how it was going to feel to be number 1, and then no, it's good, man. It's always good to be recognized, I think. I don't think I've pinned my self-value or self-worth based on, other people's opinions. As long as the cigar's selling and people are buying it again and again, and the retailers are happy with it, that's really the measure. But it's good to be recognized always. And halfway we've got a pretty sweet trophy. It's better than the plaque we got from Cigar Aficionado, right? So
Free magazine subscription and a coupon for coffee.
Yeah.
no,
Here's what I think is kind of remarkable about Half Wheel. For one, I think that bar none, as far as their top 25 list, we just kind of briefly reviewed it. There's a lot that when they're going through, I'm like, yes, more so than any other brand or than any other media outsource. And I watched that live, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so then Charlie and Patrick and Brooks are all there, and Charlie's saying, okay, so just to let you everybody know, I'm like, okay, so my first question on the top of my head is, how many of them are ad space? And then he goes, and here's the list with the highlighted ones that are ad space, that purchase ads with us, so you can see where they all fall. I'm like, oh my God, he's done all the work for me. Like, that's amazing. And then he goes, okay, and then let's talk about, the fact that brands that hit on the top 25 more than once. And he talks about Roma Craft. And then I'm legitimately writing. I go, well, it's 4 if you're looking at the factory, which is important, right? And then not the next PowerPoint, he goes, but now let's break it down by as far as factory. And there you are. Boom. I'm like, holy shit, man. This guy has covered all the data in every avenue, and every question that I'm thinking of, he's already answering. And then he's like, okay, and now here are the categories by country. And then it's by the flag. And he goes, and in case you don't understand flags, here it is by name. I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, there is nobody that works as hard as these guys in the industry when it comes to cigar media.
Well, I mean, he's been doing it for a while. They've been doing it for a while. So, they constantly work on, doing better, or fixing gaps in their processes. I'm not one of the people who is a big fan of the flavor note thing, and all reviews at some level are subjective, right? I mean,
of course,
if you ask me what I like to smoke this year, it's going to be a different list. But, the fact that there was a Palestinian on the list last year and a Palestinian on the list this year, that cigar is probably not even reviewed by 85% of the people who are doing lists, right? So, I think, they pay attention to the business. They go out specifically and search out for new cigars. I don't know how much Charlie or Brooks or Patrick smoke just for themselves, outside. I think they smoke so much for the review processes that they probably don't smoke like we smoke.
Right. For pleasure or something, right?
I mean, right. I mean, you guys smoke the cigars for the podcast and the Patreon, but, even if you didn't have that, and on top of that, you smoke 3 or 4 cigars, normally a day. Mike revealed he doesn't smoke on the weekend, which baffles me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much a lot of these guys who get into this thing are into it because they love cigars. I mean, of course you have to like cigars, or why would you do it? But I think so many of them kind of stay in it so they can have this weird kind of place in the industry.
Right.
And, I'm sure Brooks is not like that at all. And Patrick, maybe a little more, but not much. And then Charlie, definitely not. Right. I think they just do it because it's a niche that they found and they do a good job at it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I was watching that live. I was so pumped when I saw you guys hit number 1. It's a long time coming. It's well deserved. I don't see anybody work as hard as you guys do when it comes to the factory level, when it comes to production and quality. And you've always worked on improving. And it's nice to finally see that sort of nod. You know what I mean? That was.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
We had the Italian distributors. They came into the country, and then they spent a few days in SLE. They came here last night before they left town. But I said, hey, did you learn anything interesting while you're here? And he goes, well, look, we spent time at 5 or 6 factories, but we probably spent more days at your place than anyone. He goes, do you ever, because his what he's trying to figure out is that, he was really surprised or amazed by how much kind of effort we put into kind of like the attention to detail and, different aspects like sorting, filler and stuff like that. And he said, do you think you overdo it? Like, is it too much? Like, does a consumer even realize that you're doing that? And why don't you talk about it? And why don't you tell the story? And it's like, we tell the story every time you light the cigar. He goes, yeah, but you have to sell the cigar to him. I'm like, no, you don't. You just have to match the cigar to the right guy. Say, hey, trust me, this is a good one. And then if they like it, they'll rebuy it. If they don't like it, it's not necessarily a judgment on the cigar. It's just, it's not their thing. Right.
Right.
And, he says, well, most people just want to be sold a story and they just want to buy the popular brand or the packaging or whatever. And I said, well, we don't make cigars for those people. I don't know what to tell you. That's just not who we are. So it's good. I asked Charlie to send me his data. So he has these spreadsheets every year that he does this process. So he sent me like 7 or 8, maybe 5 years or 6 years worth of this data.
Mm-hmm.
Of where, he does the review of the reviews.
Right.
I think I sent it over to you, but,
you did.
I started looking at it and analyzing it. So one thing, I'm just grateful that they actually smoke a lot of our cigars, which if they weren't good, I guess could go either way. Right.
Right.
But they smoke them. And if you look at it, other than, the onesie twosies, anybody with more than 2 or 3 reviews Nica Sueño is by far the top factory in terms of average score. In terms of brands, Roma Craft is by far in the top one. So, I think Hatfield is a serious thing, and as much as we appreciate them saying, "Hey, your cigar is the one we like the most this year," that could have gone either way, right? The Sin Compromiso number 4 could have been number 1, or the Casada could have been number 1, or even the Davidoff could have been. There's a lot of cigars on that list that, depending on your taste, it could have been the best cigar. I mean, the Justice could have been number 1, right? That's probably the one you smoke the most.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing that I think is you can't deny is they gave Factory of the Year in 20, 22, 23, and 24. They didn't do it in 21. And we won 3 out of those 4 years. And the 4th year in 2023, Davidoff won, which is $1 billion company, right? So you can argue whether we're the best factory in the world by whatever measure. There's some measures we're not. I think we do it better than a lot of people. But what you can't argue is that our little company that only makes 1 million cigars, hasn't been around for 100 years, is when you're sitting in a room talking to somebody who knows nothing and saying, okay, what are the most relevant companies in this sector? Our name has to come up in there.
Right.
Unless you're a hater, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're serious, you say, look, big companies, you got Drew Estate, you got, Davidoff manufacturers, you got people like AJ and Placencia, and growers, you got my father, you got Davidoff, you got, Hochi Bond, but somewhere in there you have to say, as a factory and as a brand. And I don't know that there's Oveja Negra is a great factory, I think, and they're starting to make a lot of traction as a brand. But I don't think everybody kind of thinks about them as both.
Right.
They are as much as we are, but I don't know if they're, for whatever, they're doing tours, and I think that stuff's changing. But like Krishna Roa, you think of as a factory and a brand, or, some people like AJ maybe think about them more as a factory that makes cigars for other people. Placencia is becoming kind of known for both instead of just as a factory. But a company our size with a factory our size, it's a big deal. And last thing I'll say is, Arlen's sister, Frances, is kind of our general manager now. She does production. She manages production. She worked at Padron with her parents I think she was there for like 16 years. But she was the most excited person about the Factory of the Year thing. Like, legitimately, when I told them about it, she was the one who just for a couple of days was just like, I can't believe it. This is so great. And so it's just amazing how the people at the factory take ownership of, they see, oh, that's our cigar. Oh, I can't believe, again, we got named Factory of the Year. And then when you start explaining to them, no, what they're saying is we're better than this year. We did a better job at the end of the day than all of the factories that all your friends work at. It's like, even my father? Yes, my father. Even AJ? Yes, more than AJ. Even Padron? Yes, more than Padron. And then they're like, well, yeah, you take care of us. We have lines of people trying to get a job whenever one opens up. The word is out on the street that is the place to work. And so they're like, yeah, of course this is the Factory of the Year. Where else would where else would I want to work?
Right.
You give us good tobacco, you take care of us, you're fair. You're constantly kind of, concerned about us on another level. It's intimate, it's small enough, it's for all the reasons why somebody who has to sit and make 500 or 300-400 cigars a day, they're proud to work there. And so they're proud to be acknowledged. So I think that's pretty cool.
100%, man. All right. Well, we're going to let you go on that note, but dude, I appreciate you. Congrats again. Very well deserved. And I'm sure we'll be talking soon. So,
all right, man. I'll save up some, kind of homosexual things or talk about my dick or whatever. So you can get some sound bites from me, but.
All right, perfect. Work on that. If you could beat up Palmer in a 1984 bathroom,
yes.
so that then you would be
maybe a little older,
1 year ahead.
1 year better.
That'd
yeah,
be perfect.
I want to be on the soundboard like these guys. Yeah.
We'll make that happen.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Later.
All right, so there you go, man.
Factory of the
Top
year.
25. Yeah, factory of the year, number 1 cigar of the year, 4 cigars total from the factory. All of it's pretty impressive, man. And the data that Charlie provides is absolutely bar none.
Right.
So, okay, well, we got about 10 more minutes. So,
What story you want to do? We got a Florida Center proposes public ban on smoking, but cigars are exempt.
okay.
Chip Goldeen joins Cayman Cigar Company. It's kind of a unique story because Cayman Cigars is a charitable company.
Oh, really?
He joins Cayman Cigars with sell cigars, but with a charitable aim. The company was launched by Granger Holt and John Lemure. Cayman Cigar Company says that it donates all its profits to various charities, including those that support entrepreneurship, opportunities for marginalized population assistance to American veterans, and addiction recovery. Its portfolio includes cigars that are made in the Cayman Islands, as well as at least one line made in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
HVC has 2 new vitolas for 2025. HVC Hotcake Fresh Out of the Oven Broadleaf Grand Torpedo, a 5.5 by 56 for $17. And an HVC Hotcakes Fresh Out of the Oven Broadleaf Corona Gigante for $16. Both vitolas are limited to 350 boxes. We'll begin shipping in the middle of February. Okay, this is a good story. McAuliffe Black Firecracker is scheduled for June.
Yes, this is interesting.
All right, the summer 2024 Firecracker release will come from McAuliffe. So they have been the chosen brand now for 2 guys to launch this Firecracker.
Which makes sense.
Right, yeah, they're the favored brand up there now. So, and they have a lot of free money now because they don't have any employees.
Right.
Yeah, but
So-
who's going to sell it?
2 guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
just those guys.
Yeah, this is an exclusive for them.
So 2 guys releases the Firecracker cigar.
Yes,
Sometimes
they say they invented the firecrackers.
Yeah,
is what
and-
Mr. Garofalo says.
and then sometimes they release it to other.
Yes, after they get it, like
Right.
any shop exclusive. We're the only one that has it until they don't all sell, and now we'll sell it to other people.
Gotcha.
So anyway, it's a 3.5 by 50 petite robusto with a long pigtail, which is the fuse.
Okay.
But it is, let's see, MSRP is $9 per cigar, and it'll be offered in boxes of 20 cigars. Production number is not announced. But now, the exact same blend in a Toro,
Yes.
which is like twice the size,
Go on.
a 6 by 52, is $8.19.
What?
So the tiny Firecracker is more than a regular Toro.
It's $1 more, almost.
Yes, almost
Because
a
it's
dollar
limited.
more. Still,
Is that what that
It's
means?
still a fraction of the size.
still a fraction of
it's
the
the same
size.
blend.
Yeah, I don't think I'd buy a 3 by 50 for $9 anyway.
I mean, it's almost like they took. Let's just cut these in half.
I'll just take the Toro
Take the Toro, okay,
and then just trim it.
just
oh, glue these on. Glue this.
Little-
Glue the shavings on the end here.
right.
Decorate
The
a
parts
pig
that fall out, just twist them together at the end. Stick a little piece of wire in the end.
Right.
That is, yeah, that's very interesting. Well, you have this brand that's covered, that's backed by 2 guys, right?
Right.
They've obviously been doing what they can to kind of promote and help build them,
Sure.
right? I think that they're brokering them or something to some degree, now,
I think it has been brought in under United Cigars
Yeah.
or something. I think.
which would make sense for the whole, hey, we're going to fire everybody.
Right. Hey, we're gonna fire everybody right after the first of the year.
Right.
Make it easier to do your taxes because there's no income for this year from us.
Well, but now, I mean, 2 guys better produce, right? They better grow that brand
Or
successfully.
they'll get fired. I don't know.
Maybe they'll go. Will they go away?
Oh, on a wholesale level, you go back to a different way or something.
Who's the United rep down here right now?
No idea.
I mean, it used to be the young lady,
Yeah.
and then after that there was a guy, but
Mhm.
I'm not sure if he's doing it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe they got rid of all theirs too, like McAuliffe.
We're just selling them all up here in our
Right.
shops now.
Hey, more power to her if you can.
Right.
All right.
Let's see. All right, this week's Chat GPT editorial is on generational tobacco bans, brought to you by this week's Shop of the Week,
Yeah.
Roz's Cigar Emporium in Ocala, Florida.
Hey, oh.
Well, I'll be doing a cut line on February 7th from 3 to 7 p.m.
Oh, look at you. Sliding that in. Perfect.
Let's see. In the name of public health, Hawaii, Massachusetts, and Indiana have proposed generational tobacco bans, that's just this week, which aim to prohibit the sale of tobacco products to individuals born after a specific date. While these initiatives are framed as progressive steps towards reducing tobacco use, They raise serious concern about personal freedoms, economic impacts, and the potential for unintended consequences.
Right.
Hawaii, once celebrated for being the first state to raise the smoking age to 21 in 2015, is now considering taking it further by banning tobacco sales entirely for future generations. The idea of a nicotine-free generation may sound ideal, but in practice, it infringes on the personal choice and autonomy. Are we really comfortable allowing the government to dictate lifestyle choices in such a sweeping way?
No.
No, we are not.
We are not.
We are not.
We are not.
According to Trump's statute,
Fight.
Let's see. Massachusetts is following a similar path, with Brookline already enacting a generational tobacco ban in 2020. This local law, upheld by the state Supreme Judicial Court, prohibits tobacco sales to anyone born after 2000. While some hail this as a victory for public health, it sets a dangerous precedent for government overreach. What's next? Bans another legal but disfavored products like alcohol or sugary drinks?
McDonald's.
Or McDonald's.
Shut it down.
Oh,
Burger King.
Over.
I had a delicious Burger King chicken sandwich this week. It was amazing. The ban doesn't just target smokers. It penalizes small businesses that rely on tobacco sales to survive. Retailers in Brookline have already reported lost revenue as consumers simply cross town lines to purchase tobacco elsewhere. Indiana proposed generational ban introduced by State Senator Ed Charbonnet aims to eliminate tobacco sales for anyone born after June 30th, 2004.
Indiana.
boo.
Yes, this is Indiana. He's got a specific day, not just a year, a day. It's a little harder to check. Nobody's going to remember.
Probably doesn't like somebody. What's your birthday?
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
My ex-wife's kid was married on June 30th. No more tobacco for him.
Yeah.
While the intention is to reduce smoking rates, the ban what are you guys doing over there?
Accidentally moved the camera.
Oh, my word. Economic and social reality of such a policy. Tobacco sales generate significant tax revenue and support thousands of jobs in the retail and manufacturing sectors. Cutting off this revenue stream could have lasting consequences for state economies.
Yeah.
Moreover, bans like these are unlikely to achieve their intended result. Restricting legal access often fuels the growth of black markets, which produce an unregulated, untaxed, and potentially more harmful prohibition has historically failed to curb demand, simply drives it underground.
Yep.
Instead of heavy-handed bans, policymakers should focus on education, harm reduction strategies, and ensure adults can make their own choices responsibly. This real solution lies in empowering people, not taking their freedoms away.
Yeah, educate people, empower them, and have them make their own decisions.
Right.
If you go back and you look at the government charts, there's a government chart that shows if you don't smoke at all,
Right.
or if you smoke 5 cigars every day,
Right.
without inhaling,
Right.
was how most people smoke cigars.
Certainly.
It shows that the data for any type of heart disease or cancer or anything, the raise is nominal. It's extremely, extremely low. So why are we going out of our way to banish something that doesn't really have an effect? The FDA made the same, proclaim, like, hey, the data here shows that cigars aren't really that bad, but we're just going to go ahead and ban it anyways. Or we're going to say it's bad for you. But wait, no, but the data says otherwise. I don't understand what we're trying to accomplish here when we're going after something that isn't really proven to be bad for you.
Well, they're going after the popular opinion.
I think the problem is we're getting lumped in with cigarettes.
Right.
Because it's not a ban on cigars, it's a ban on anything tobacco.
Okay, yeah, but that's the first argument. The second argument, let's say it's bad for you, right? I mean, the majority of your cigarette smokers are normally guys that are hardworking individuals.
Sure.
People that are labor workers that are busting their ass all day.
Certainly.
They want to take a break.
Right.
So we're going to punish them by taking that away from them?
Can't have a moment of peace. There's going to be a lot of murder.
You want to know what you're starting to see, though? Is you're starting to see these Zyn...
Do we have charts that show the correlation between non-smokers and murder?
Yes.
Right.
You're starting to see these Zyn pouches popping up everywhere.
Yes.
That's mouth cancer.
Well, the FDA has just said these don't hurt you at all. You can have those.
Really?
They don't hurt you at all.
No, they just can't. Well, they hurt you, but it's like with the like you said with the cigar, it's nominal. So this is better than smoking. That just came out this week.
Right.
Well, they kind of won't hurt you, so they're kind of okay.
Right. Well, compared to smoking a cigarette, they are better for you.
I wonder who's behind it. Who's getting the most money behind? Just follow the money.
Big pouches.
Big
pouch,
tobacco.
like big tobacco.
Big
yeah.
pouches.
Big pharma.
Yeah.
Big pouch.
Big pouches.
Big pouches behind it. Right.
You got a listener of the week?
Big nicotine. I did shop of the week.
What's your listener?
I did shop of the week and even got a plug-in for my event.
Wow.
You've got to do something.
Okay.
I just produced 700 hours of quality information because you said the content for our show is the best.
Listener of the week is Stephen Wells.
Stephen Wells, listener of the week. Congratulations, Mr. Wells.
My guy.
You got the gong.
You got the gong.
Not a literal gong, the sound gong.
All right. Anything else?
If you'd like to buy a car and you're in the Illinois area, please go see Mr. Wells.
Illinois area.
Is that where he is? I don't know
No.
where he lives. Where does he live?
New York?
I was so close. New York. It's a big city. Does he live in New York City?
No.
I didn't think so. He don't live in New York City. He's Midwest something, didn't he?
Midwest something?
Doesn't he live in the Midwest?
No.
All right, never mind. Don't go buy a car from him, apparently. Michael
You need
doesn't-
to buy a car
Michael
from Stephen Wells.
Michael doesn't want you to.
He's the best in the business.
Maybe if he could write in to Mike Palmer about where he sells cars.
He'll message.
I don't need that other piece of information. No, there's only so much room in my head.
Right. All right.
Eric Mitchell moves all the time.
No, he has the same address.
No.
Yes. I'll explain that to you later.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you. We got anything else? Is that it? Is it all wrapped up?
That's it. We're all
All right.
wrapped
It's been
up.
episode 371 Cigars for Podcast. Thank you very much. Go listen to the Patreon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.